this woman should not come to work. Emma Beddington, you are not a writer. I understand you're a mother of 2 teens. I think you should not be writing. You're not improving the world any. Is it really outrageously uncool to have a boyfriend? Vogue magazine thinks so, which is ironic because she's talking about some other dumb who shouldn't be writing. But there are other relationships that are much more embarrassing. I should know. I'm in one myself. And you know what her embarrassing relationship is?
What's that?
She's married to a guy.
Oh, fuck.
British Vogue made the ruling. What if you click on British Vogue? It's like dumb talking about other dumb ideas. Are we all reading each other's diary? So who wrote this?
This is written by Shantae Joseph.
So a black woman, I guess. Shantae? That sounds pretty black, right?
Yeah.
So go back to the original ridiculously stupid article. Yeah, it's really uncool to have a boyfriend. No one's done that before. It's culturally loserish, and it's more of a flex to pronounce yourself single. Actually, you know what? We got to go back to the Vogue writer. I bet she's fat and ugly. And it's uncool to have a boyfriend because she doesn't have one. So let's see if we can get some images of her. Put her in quotes.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just...
Put her in quotes and then put Vogue next to it. And you should get a fat, ugly black woman in an orange cardigan with oversized glasses. And I'm going to say not a wig, but like a frizzy kind of a semi-natural thing. And she's been once this year.
We've got her right here. She doesn't seem fat.
Oh, okay. She's got a weave.
It's like, why are people doing this? It's so weird. And you kind of ask them and they insist this is about privacy, but for some reason,
So,
it's like you want privacy
surprise,
to
surprise,
stop the
a 2
social cloud
has
that
decided it's
comes with
cool
the
to not
internet.
have anyone f*** you. What are the odds? You happen to stumble into your own definition of cool by being completely unfuckable. Being unfuckable is the new fuckable. So anyway, get back to Dummy McGee here. By the way, look how long this article is. Go. It's like 500 words. The plea for money, the begging for money is longer than the article. If boyfriends are embarrassing, having a husband is probably worse. The most beige normie commitment. I'm used to being an embarrassment. I parented 2 teenagers, but it's a blow. As bad as skinny jeans being declared unacceptable. I hardly ever mention my spouse online since he thinks social media is the opium of the intellectually feeble, but maybe I should erase him entirely, Trotsky style, from my Instagrid? It made me wonder if any other relationships are even more embarrassing. I considered lots. Helicopter parent? That's not really a relationship. Superfan, doting caregiver to an elderly chihuahua who hates you? Stay-at-home hub son. That's an adult male child who gets free board in return for domestic chores. There's probably 3 of those on Earth. That's not a thing.
Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
And hello, I am Gavin McInnes.
Together, we're Compound Censored.
And we'd like you to subscribe to our network that has more fantastic content you could shake a stick at. Use this promo code for a one-time super offer.
Do it. It's uncensored and oh so entertaining.
But I decided they're all defensible. Other looser, harder to categorize relationships are also okay. I think including being infatuated with a defunct version of ChatGPT. So she's Googled a bunch of relationships. Like she must have farted this out in 1 hour because before she goes on a picnic with her sister-in-law, she said she had to finish an article for whatever this is, The Guardian. So this is literal barf. It's sub AI. Just have AI do this. It really is sub ChatGPT. Even marrying the Eiffel Tower is fine. And here's her summation. You ready for this wisdom that Emma Beddington is imparting to us? Ultimately, I concluded I don't object on style grounds to any type of affectionate, non-abusive relationship except dating Leonardo DiCaprio, which is like having a boyfriend, but worse. I suppose that's why I'll never work for Vogue. Has there been a more irrelevant gesture in the history of time than that article? So we will get to irrelevancy with the celebrities, but I got 2 more things. One, I just thought this was an interesting chat about military mishaps. Like crime is actually down in New York City, but it's not. Reporting of it is down. They're doing things like lumping every car B&E as one crime, imagining that there's one guy in all of Manhattan who's just breaking into every single car every day. That's one way they get it down. And I think the military is doing the same thing. So here on this Reddit, Marine Corps
The Reddit's
fires
here, but it's about an article.
Lieutenant Colonel Shayna Hennessy was relieved of command Tuesday of Marine Medium Titulator Squadron 268 at Marine Corps Air Station, Kaneohe Bay. Sergeant Major Jamie Lampley and the executive direct officer were also relieved that day. Okay, sounds like a lot of broads are getting fired. Why? What did they do? And then some of the chatter here from military types. Blow that up a little bit for me. Rumor is maintainers somehow accidentally cracked a rotor blade, didn't report it to anyone. That's another problem with this incompetence. Plane ended up on the flight schedule and went flying. Obviously could have been real bad. Also heard via the grapevine the squadron has had something like 10 aviation ground mishaps in 10 months. Also known as one a month. Like in many other cases, it's not the crime, it's the cover-up. Magco probably thought this spoke volumes about the culture in the squadron and likely the presence of zero defect mentality. Nothing gets commands fired faster than covering up blunders. With that said, the blade incident happened. Someone needs a heavy dose of wall-to-wall counseling, blah, blah, blah. I've heard of that. Remember there was that black dude in the NYPD helicopter department who fucked up his rotor blade?
Yeah.
And he hit it and almost killed
He had
people.
no experience with helicopters.
When he started as head of the NYPD helicopter division, he had never
Yep.
piloted an anything. So that's all guys bitching about all this shit. We're not hearing about, like, I saw Obama today. Was it on Alex Jones? I forget where it was. And he was saying, they blame everything on DEI. You know, your wife's mad at you, DEI. It's raining outside, DEI. We're not blaming enough on DEI, Barack. Apparently there's a lot of shit going on we're not hearing about. And then final thing before we squeeze in some celebs, Alex Stein is, the guy just keeps getting more and more savage. Someone stop him. What is with the whatever guy's 70s pimp look there? The fuck kind of jacket is that? Is that like, is Hellboy your stylist? Of course, Alex Stein looks like a billionaire.
And what America was built on, and it was built on this battle for Texas against the Mexicans, and we won. And I feel like the Santa Anna killed a lot of our Texas men. And Brian, that pisses me off. I love Sam Houston, Davy Crockett, rest in peace, Davy Crockett. So I feel like the best way to help my ancestors like Davy Crockett is to take all their sexy women and keep them here in America and just make their men, deport their men, and you know they're stuck being gay or whatever. And then we have all their beautiful women. I think that is just revenge for what they did to, you know, some of my Texas brethren.
Go off, King.
Wow. Any reactions? You seem to be a little distressed by what Alex is saying. Do you have a response to?
Just cringe.
You just cringe?
Okay, come on. What's more cringe, though? Like the fact that you have kids and you are a porn star? I mean, isn't that
How
more
do you
cringe?
not have kids?
Because you said your favorite thing is being
I
a
never
mom.
said anything about. Oh yeah.
You did say
Do you
that.
have
You're talking
kids?
about her kids.
No,
Do you
you're
have
like,
kids?
I love
I have
being.
one.
You're like, I love being a mom. I don't think there's anything, and I'm not even trying to like attack you right now to start that, but like, you want to call that cringe? Yeah, I know every joke is not going to be the funniest joke, but literally, you are a.
Yeah.
And imagine how cringe it is for your kid to have to talk to other kids about what their mommy does for work. You don't think that's a little more cringe?
I'm pretty sure they're not talking about that at 9 years old.
Oh, you don't think that comes out?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You really don't? You're that naive? You don't think that comes up that mommy does this? You don't think the
You
other?
think that-
You don't think the other parents know?
Oh, absolutely. A lot.
Yeah.
of people,
So if other parents know, you don't think they're telling their kids? Oh,
we talk about it.
Yeah. So you don't think that comes out?
No.
But do you talk to your child about
Yes,
what you do and
absolutely,
you
yeah.
explain it in an
Yeah.
age-appropriate way?
Yeah,
and-
absolutely. Yeah. Mhm.
Age
I mean,
appropriate
that's
way.
cringe. I couldn't imagine like my mom being, sorry. I think that is actually cringe. Like looking at a joke and not finding it funny. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can say that's cringe, but I mean, it just takes
Right,
a lot
but
of
also
guts.
you grew up very differently, right?
What?
Like you grew up like silver platter, right?
No.
Silver
I mean,
spoon,
I
you
don't
stupid
care about
bitch.
the bunch. I mean, I'm
and
not broke. I
yeah,
ain't
his
broke
dad
that
owns a
hard,
car
but I don't-
dealership. You know how dumb she is? Because he's dressed like a rich guy.
Yeah.
Then he must be a rich guy. So that was fun. All right, let's get to, we've got 20 more minutes here. We can squeeze in some celebs. I got some great ones. This segment has been a tough sell with some people, and I had my own doubt. You planted the seeds of doubt in my head. But now I have come out the other side more patriotic, more of a celebrity mundane chauvinist than ever before. This might be my new favorite subject. Step aside useless black female politicians.
A ticket was 25 cents at the time.
He's putting me to
Now, I don't want to speak ill of the dead. I thought I fixed that to fit in. I guess not. Celebrities telling mundane star. This one's interesting because the guy is dead now. And in the context of the time, it was pretty mundane. But the reason it's on the internet now is because famous bands, yes, this is a music segment within the celebrities that are mundane. And I think this is on there because it lists famous bands, Kiss, Rush, AC/DC. But the actual story itself, I honestly think this might be the most boring video on the entire internet machine. 77. Hi, Bon.
Well, he was a difficult man to find in Australia when they're out there recording.
We recorded an album last time we were back there. As yet, it's not finished. We've got a few things we've thought about it and
Boring?
changed a few things.
Boring?
There's a live album probably coming out soon. It's taken from concerts in Glasgow, My Music Bowl. There was one recorded in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. But there's about 4 in all, you know? And that might be sort of put into a live album, the best of the 4 concerts.
Right, now tell us about your American plans.
Yeah, we're going back there in a couple of weeks to tour with Kiss, supporting Kiss, and a band called Rush. You mightn't have heard of out there.
No.
You know?
No.
And we're doing about 12 dates with those bands, and a few of our own, and some co-headlining with a band called UFO.
Right, we've heard of that.
You know, UFO.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now, just on the Kiss tour, right? Have you seen Kiss perform yet, live?
Yeah, I saw them in London last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Quite spectacular.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's going to be an amazing contrast between yourselves and obviously Kiss.
Not really.
Both very visual.
Well, you know, see the guy that
Gene Simmons.
what's his name? Tell me the bass player's name from
Gene
Kiss.
Simmons.
I don't know.
Gene Simmons.
No? Coral,
Gene
tell me the bass player's name from Kiss. He's a popular guy, isn't he?
Carl?
He come along to our show or one of our shows in the Whiskey in Hollywood to see us play.
All right, there we go.
It's quiet. Yeah, no, it's quiet for him.
Like, whoever cut that off, why did you cut it there? What the fuck kind of story is that? Well, Rush and Kiss are big deals. In 1977, Rush were not that well known. Sure, Kiss was doing quite well, but that is the most boring interview that is on YouTube. We've got a live album coming out that's a compilation of 4 concerts, and then we're touring with Rush, Kiss, UFO, and some shows alone. Anyway, bye. Oh, wait, before I go, I can't remember Gene Simmons.
Carl Simmons.
So you'd think, well, that, Gavin, you must have discovered the most boring fucking music guy ever. No. Well, maybe.
Me.
This could tie it. If this isn't a very close second, it ties it. Johnny Cash sang once in his house, and one of his relatives went, that was pretty good. The story. Now, what's amazing about this is this gorgeous hunk kid obviously loves Johnny Cash, so he spends 50% of this video explaining how it actually is a good story, which was a weird thing to waste your time doing.
Listen to this.
I did very hard work on the farm.
Yeah.
And I worked all
figured.
day long with my father one day when I was 17, pulling a crosscut saw, you know, and sweating and working hard and all. And I came in the back door of the house at night when I came home, and I was going, "May everybody gonna have religion and glory, everybody gonna..." My mother said, "Who's that?" I said, "That's me." And she knew it was me, but she said, "Keep it up." So I sang it also.
That's the entire story.
On, I had a low voice.
I feel like Johnny Cash
Stop.
is one of the best artists of...
From that day on, I had a low voice. I think, by the way, Johnny Cash was a speed addict. So he is reeling on amphetamines as he's saying this shit. He is fucking high as a Georgia pine.
Is the rest just this guy?
The rest is this guy explaining to us why that story may seem boring, but was actually a great story. Okay.
All time at telling stories, because there are so many interviews where he's telling a story like this, and I don't know if the story's actually that interesting. It's just that he tells it in such a way with his, signature deep voice and all that it just kind of encapsulates you, and you're going to sit there and listen to the whole thing. Or at least that's what it is.
It encapsulates you. Mm-hmm. I think he's going for captivates you. It encapsulates you. I guess you get inside the story.
Me, especially with this clip right here, but it's kind of wild to think that back in the day when he was doing this farm work with his family like this, and then for him to go on and become what he was, it's very neat that he can remember these little snippets.
Yeah, that was weird.
Things that I guess
unlike
you would say played a
100% of every famous country singers ever.
I wish I was dead. Oh!
This one is grim. Okay, we'll do 2 food ones, and then we should probably get to the letter space. So Chloe Feynman, I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. I know it's not very American to not know who a celebrity is. Do you know who she is?
I want to say maybe she's on SNL. I've seen like the name.
Oh, right. Yeah, she's an SNL star. And Seth Meyers was like Lorne Michaels' right-hand man forever, so he has a lot of SNL people on.
Yeah.
Okay, so get ready. Hold on to your hats. Okay, spoiler alert. She was shopping. She had some pickles. She brought them into a movie theater. Someone tweeted about it, and she ate the pickles.
What
that she thinks pickles are a very LA thing because they're healthy.
The number of mentally retarded is increasing.
Are they healthy? I mean,
no, there's not much to them. Yeah,
it's a rotten cucumber that's been sitting in vinegar. It's lots of sodium. Yeah,
might be good for gut
and
bacteria.
You never heard of the Jewish Lower East Side pickle salesman? That's what we always joke about the Beastie Boys. We go, they turned into old Jewish pickle salesmen. Like that's a New York staple for 200 years, is the old Jew bag with the big barrel of pickles. Sorry, it's not your thing, Miss L.A. What the fuck are you talking about? You're saying the staff of a movie theater doesn't like to see frazzled people with a bag of pickles? They don't give a shit. Every movie theater in New York is run by black kids who aren't even looking up. So maybe it's different where you are. But I don't think the staff of movie theaters really care how frazzled people are. What a boring, shitty guy. This is really the core of all of these segments. You're famous. That's 96% of all these stories is you're famous. Well, as G. Vaucher said after I took her through Central Park and they talked about celebrities the whole time on a horse and carriage ride, and they said Diana Ross lived there, Elton John lived there, John Lennon lived there. Those are not film stars, but G. Vaucher ended with, she goes, I don't particularly care about film stars. After the guy said, did you enjoy it? She said, no, I don't care about film stars. She's quite rude, G. That's what this is. I don't care about you. Your show sucks. SNL is people reading cue cards, so it really is a place to go watch people slaughter jokes and destroy humor. So if you're into jokes, SNL is a fucking meat factory. It is rough. It's a meat packing plant. That's what they do to comedy. They chop it up. There's blood all over the floor. So that's what you do. So I don't give a fuck about you. And this story is full of lies, by the way. It was not a giant bag of pickles. You probably had a little plexiglass little tub with maybe 4 or 5. Okay? Go ahead.
Okay.
That's enough. I can't tolerate it anymore. Imagine you're at the bar, and that's your friend's girlfriend, Chloe. And she goes, I got stopped I had pickles in my bag and I was at the movie theater, you'd be like, oh, okay. Like you'd be begging for him to get out of the bathroom, hoping that he can come and dilute the social equation again because you're the only ones there because he's going pee. You did? And did she say? She said I couldn't eat the pickles there, but I ate them anyway. You'd think it was a crazy person. You'd go, all right, that's fine. Please stop talking. Okay, here's the exact same story. So that woman ate some pickles. Brad Pitt ate some beans.
Are you kidding me? Beans?
And look at these fucking football twins giggle their faces off when he dusts off this old platter.
I haven't thought about this for years. One of my first movies.
Wait, stop.
Doing this little independent.
I think at the very beginning he goes, I have a story.
I'll tell you a story. I haven't thought about this for years. One of my first movies. Doing this little independent film. We're shooting in this little tiny cafe. It's full of the crew, so there's about 60 people in there. It's hot. You can't breathe. And my character hadn't eaten for days, and he gets his big plate of beans. First plate of beans and bacon. And I was all like, method. You know, I was like, I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna, and I just powered down this plate of beans. Take 2, do the same thing. Take 3, I do the same thing. Take 4, I do the same thing. Oh no. Something hit me.
Oh, I know exactly what hit you.
We
all know what hit you.
Stop.
And there was nothing I could...
Stop. They're all laughing their heads off at how you feel after eating 4 big plates of beans.
Well, they are the musical fruit, right?
Let me guess, your stomach was upset? Yeah. What a great story. So let me get this straight, Brad. You ate tons of beans once? Why was I never told this before? You've been hiding this? Do you own the book rights to this story? You had 3 plates of beans in a hot diner and it upset your stomach? Come on. You can't make this shit up. Go ahead.
Stuck in this chair and nature took its course. And then there was nothing. I went, oh, great. I got away with that one. And then suddenly the entire crew, the most diabolical something descended on the crew in the whole room, and they fleed the cafe.
They fleed. You said the word twice. Fled, Brad.
The confession you've heard first, right here.
Hey, that's great.
And ever since then, I paced myself. I'll tell you.
So he farted?
Hi, I'm Brad Pitt. I'd like to tell you about the time I had 3 plates of beans and then had a fart.
So, if you enjoyed that clip,
then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.